Hey there, YouTube. How's everybody doing out there today? Everybody ready for the weekend? I know I am. Not sure what I'm going to get into this weekend, but we are still having like ridiculously warm temperatures. I think we're about 15 degrees above average. We've been close to 80 the last few days, but it's not raining, so I can get outside, so that's a good thing. Today's video, I'm talking about add this superfood to your plant-based diet. Now, if you've ever watched my videos, or if you've watched a number of my videos before, you've probably heard me scoff at the term superfood, and I generally do. And I don't think, and what I mean by a superfood is there's no one food that's like some miracle thing, but there are certain ones out there that are really powerful. And I actually talked about this one a while back when I recommended 4 things that I think it was raw people should add to their diet, and I included this, but we're going to get into it a little bit more today, and that is broccoli sprouts. Broccoli sprouts. I sprout them myself. When people talk about are they safe, generally they're buying sprouts in the store. Now you need to be careful. You need to make sure you're processing. I'm going to show you just in a minute how easy it is, but these are just little powerhouses here. And I'm going to actually read from my notes because I've told you guys about the brain damage from 3 decades of drinking. And just to explain that a little further, it's like, think of it like a computer. Think of this old thing like a computer. The processor still works pretty good. Just has no hard drive. It just doesn't have any storage space. So I can't remember stuff. I can't sit and like look at something, read something, and remember little terms to do a video. So, what you gonna do? Don't drink, kids. Broccoli sprouts release a phytochemical called sulforaphane. I was really not that aware of sulforaphane until recently, and I've been hearing about it a lot because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts that talk about certain subjects. And sulforaphane, and the thing about broccoli sprouts, you say, well, why not just eat some broccoli? The broccoli sprouts contain upwards of 100 times more of this sulforaphane than regular broccoli does, and it's much more easily digestible like this. It doesn't tend to be harsh on some people's stomachs like eating broccoli or eating cruciferous vegetables is. Just a powerhouse. Now it does have kind of a little bit of a bitter taste, but if you know anything about food and the body, bitter is a good thing. Our body likes bitter. Our liver likes bitter. Bitter things are just good for us. But I'll blend it into a smoothie is mostly how I'll use this, or I'll put it on a salad. And when you got a bunch of different things on there, even if you're very sensitive to taste, which I'm not a real picky eater, I don't think these are going to bother you. But some of the things about the sulforaphane is it helps protect against cancer, leads to less inflammation, improved cardiovascular health, more insulin sensitivity, reverses dysbiosis, more healthy gut microbes, more butyrate, and it's just gut healing and disease fighting in general. It's just a powerhouse. And like I always say when I do these videos, there's a lot of good information out there. And if you'll go to Google right now and Google broccoli sprouts nutrition and scroll down a little bit, maybe look at a couple of the things that come up, you'll learn a ton about this stuff, and you'll actually read a little bit more about it, and it'll make more sense to you than just saying, oh, it protects against cancer, or oh, it will lead to less inflammation. And this is so cheap. I get my seeds. Where are my broccoli seeds? Got my broccoli seeds right there. These are from a place called Handy Pantry. I just happened to order there one time. Just as long as you're getting good quality seeds, you should be able to see. Actually there's another company I've ordered stuff from, but you just take, what do? I do mine. I'm not fancy. I do mine in a little sprouting jar. And people have asked me before, well, how do you sprout? That's another thing. This new religion called Google has all the answers to everything. All you do is go to Google and ask it everything. You don't wait on people to tell you anything, because I had to do that. I don't remember things, so I had to go to Google probably the first 10, 15 times that I did any sprouting. But simple little mason jar. You take your seeds. I put about you can start playing with different amounts, but I don't like to waste seeds, and they'll, like a lot of times, if you get them too thick, they don't sprout properly. So I put about 2 tablespoons in here, and I cover them with water. I put a good liberal amount of water, and I let them soak. You let them soak for like 6 to 8 hours. 8 hours, it's not going to hurt them. You let them soak, and then you put this thing on there like that, and you drain them. You drain that water out that you let them soak in. Then you take your top off, and since they've been sitting and soaking in water, you pour fresh water in there again, and you put your top on, and you swish it around just a little bit. Don't, you know, be kind of gentle. You don't want to brush up the seeds. And then you drain it again. And then I have a little thing over there. It's just actually, it's a little cup that has just the right everything where I can put it at an angle. And I put it at an angle like this. And for the first probably 2 or 3 days after I do that, I will rinse my seeds like twice, sometimes 3 times a day. And then I'll continue, you know, once I rinse them, I drain them again, and then I put them upside down. Now this is a little nuance that I've found over doing this over time. Usually like the first 2, 3, maybe 4 days, I will keep it at an angle like this until the sprouts kind of keep going. And then about day 3 or day 4, once they're going fairly well, towards the last day or 2 of the sprouting, I'll just flip it straight upside down, and it just seems to sprout them out a little bit more. You can use this same method for lentils. Now I do have to admit, like, I've had a lot more luck. I was very meticulous about this particular batch, and they turned out good. I reduced, like I say, I reduced the amount. Look at those things. They're just, and all that green in there. But yeah, I just used a little bit less seeds this time. And also too, like I say, I just kind of figured that out over sprouting, because although I'm kind of new to the broccoli sprouts, I've been sprouting lentils for the past 3 years. And I don't know why I didn't get off my lazy butt and just really do it a few times and figure out exactly how I needed to do the broccoli sprouts. But there you go. So now I've got 2 sprouts that are going to be regular in my repertoire, the lentil sprouts and the broccoli sprouts. And when you buy them in bags, when you buy them in things like this, like I say, the serving is compared to, say, if you bought broccoli, cooked it, ate it raw or whatever, this is going to give you so many more servings for your money than buying it will. So get these things, give them a try. Read about them, learn about them, go to Google, ask Google about it, read some stuff specifically. That a lot of this information I got from Dr. Bulsiewicz of Fiber Fuel, the Gut Health MD. So maybe even sometimes I'll do that too. Like if I want to know a particular person's opinion, I'll go put like broccoli sprouts, Dr. Will Bulsiewicz, and it'll come up like what he has to say about it. But anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Get out there and start sprouting, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. Peace.